What is happening? Welcome to another pitcher video breakdown. What is happening, guys? I'm actually not going to be doing these a lot next week. I'm so sorry. It's during the All-Star break. I'm going to be away for a week. But make sure you subscribe so you make sure that you don't miss any when I do return. But I saw a lot of requests for José Berríos across this year because he's really turned it around. He allowed 10 earned runs the first two starts of the year and really has just been solid for the Blue Jays since. And it's been a big change with four-seamers moving away for sinkers, much better command of those. And we're going to watch that as he went 7 innings shutout against the White Sox yesterday. So here it is from the fourth inning. I want to show you guys 2 innings today. So first and foremost, that is the slurve. I think it's a curve, whatever. The slurve is a curveball that has a lower arm angle, so you have more of the 3/4. Right, you're essentially still doing this. If you're doing it like this, it's going to be the big traditional 12-6. However, if you throw a slider, what you're doing is you're getting on the side of the ball like this as you release, so it goes like this. So if you have this release and you have this release, essentially this is in between, and that's what a slurve is. It's a curveball grip with a lower arm angle, and then you come down across. And that's what Berríos does. They call it a slurve. That's fine. I don't think it exists. I think it's just a curveball with a lower arm angle, but that's just me. Anyway, Berríos has a wonderful one. So this game, he did such a good job of putting it down here. I'm actually going to show you guys something pretty cool that I don't normally do on these videos. It's just, I want you to see how good these pitches were. And let's see if I can get this on the video really quickly for you. This is how it looked. Okay, look at this location of Berríos' curveballs. These are all low lock. Nothing is elevated. Nothing is hung at all the entire night. He threw a ton of these. And look at the precision just down here, getting strikes inside the zone too, and getting so many foul balls or balls in play, swing straight, all of it. This was perfection with the slurve. You love to see it. And it starts off that inning with that 0-1 slurve to Tim Anderson. Gets a foul ball. That's a strike. That's wonderful. And then pounds a sinker inside for strike 2. That is how you become a good pitcher. You didn't actually throw a strike technically in the first 2 pitches, and you get to strike 2. I love it. I love it. That's the new Berríos. Instead of just trying to throw these pitches, fastballs inside the zone and like hoping for the best, he's actually like utilizing his pitches to their best degree, and he goes again with the slurve away, gets the foul ball. It's off the plate. That's fine. You might want to throw another one. And that one comes back over a little bit more than he wants. He wants to keep it away, but he gets it down enough that he's able to get a grounder to third. A bit of mistake at 0-2, a little too hittable for Anderson, but I think he was looking for something else after fouling off the previous one, and that gets it out. Good. Let's move on. Next guy. Throws a sinker. This is a mistake sinker. He's trying to throw this back door that comes back over and hits the outside corner. Instead, it comes back over the middle of the plate. You either want this sinker to be here or over here. That is a mistake one. Gets away with it at 0-0, especially to a powerful guy like Robert, who probably is looking for a curveball in the first pitch, honestly, because he just knows that people like to feast on his O-swing, that chasing pitches out of the zone. And, yeah, I'm curious where you go with that. Do you try and actually spot that pitch? I kind of dig that idea of throwing a better sinker now that you threw a worse one. Actually do the one that you wanted to do. Well, let's see. Yeah, I love the approach. Didn't nail it. Now he goes inside with it. Oh, that's so cool. Yes! Oh, that's good. That is good. So this is an at-bat where, especially from the first pitch, you missed with the first one, fine. But Robert is telling you, hey, I'm ready for the curveball. I'm not ready for the fastball. So what does he do? He goes 3 straight sinkers instead. And the second one, I love that he's trying to be more precise with it and does make an adjustment, right? It made it a little too far, but is much closer, more precise, I think, with that one than the previous one. Cool. So he feels good about it now. And instead, for sequencing wise, you can see the one over the middle is obviously a miss. He doesn't know, the batter doesn't know which way he was trying to miss, right? Is it away or inside? Maybe he misses. And then he goes away, and the eye and the whole eye level works both ways, not necessarily north and south, but actually where are you leaning, right? And your eyes are away after that. Not only because of the sinker that might be backdoor, but because of the curveball that might fall off. So what does he do? After those 2 pitches, he throws a perfect sinker inside. Now, it's perfect-ish. It's not like ideal. Ideally, I want this like slightly higher up and inside more. I'm so picky. It's ridiculous how absurdly close it is to what I call perfection. But the fact is, this was somewhat hit hard, but it happened to be right at third baseman, because of course it is. Because there's no way you can straighten that out and hit that towards second base, even shortstop. It's going to go to the third baseman if it's going to be in play pretty much every single time, especially with them down the line a bit defensively. So that could be a foul ball, get another strike, but that was a fantastic execution going inside and outside with Berríos to get those outs. And that's the kind of thing. We haven't seen a single four-seamer, right? The sinker is way better for Berríos. He has a lot of good lateral movement, and he does a good job of commanding it. It's, I think, the biggest adjustment that Berríos has made this year. And well, you know, first pitch, free real estate with that curveball down and away. I love that. Throws it again a second time and gets out of the inning. You know, you don't need to have a high CSW. In fact, Berríos' CSW, that is called strikes plus whiffs, which you generally want to see in a breaking ball over 30%. You just want to see it overall over 30% for a pitcher. But a lot of times when we think of a good breaking ball, it's like 35%, right? This night, 9%. And I showed you that strike zone play. Like, why is that? Because of this. Because he got either foul balls or he got outs on it because they were so well executed. And I'll take outs in play over CSW all day. I mean, that's the goal as a pitcher, is to get outs without allowing runs. And CSW is good. Called strikes and swing strikes get you closer and higher chances of getting outs. But if you just get the out, that's better. So we're going to go now to the fifth inning because I want to show you a little bit more, right? So this was the four-seamer first pitch, and I can understand that against a righty, you do want to go sometimes more four-seamers. Why is that? Because sinkers away generally just are not good against lefties. They are able to, lefties are pretty decent at wrapping around fastballs or pushing them to left field. It's just kind of a thing when it comes to sinkers. So you can see those getting pushed a lot to left field. You don't really want pitches like sinkers. Maybe you can aim for the end of the bat, but generally I see them over here and they just don't work. Same thing as like a lefty to a righty. Like, it's just kind of too hittable. And you can angle the bat a little bit better to make it so it barrels down the line. You don't want to do that. So what you generally try and do is you go four-seamers inside up in here. Now, I don't think Berríos' skills are that good with the four-seamer, and this is a mistake and not really too surprising. So really when it comes to a lefty, what we want to see is really try and just get that sinker down here and then maybe front door, or just try and live over here with the four-seamer. Well, a lot of curveballs and changeups is what you're going to see as well. It's going to be more of a struggle for Berríos against lefties. And cool, you saw that curveball. You didn't quite get in the zone, fine, but did make a mistake with it. And that's a better one. It doesn't quite, doesn't get the calls he shouldn't, but that's a much better one. Now 2-1's a tense pitch because he just threw two slurves or two curves, right? And you missed with both of them. You're not going to throw a third one. So this pretty much is a fastball unless you want to try the changeup. And Grandal likely knows this. Let's see what we get. Oh, and look at that. Perfection. Oh. I want to review this. This is I want to do this one more time. If you have friends who are not into baseball and into pitching, they call it so boring. This is the clip that you should send them to understand the beauty of pitching that can get lost in all of the home runs and the strikeouts and everything else, okay? Here's the situation. Berríos throws a fastball down the middle and gets away with it, okay? That should not be a pitch that gets hit normally. That's like, okay, you sneak that in. You can't throw that a second time to Grandal. So fine. So what Berríos does is he throws a curveball, which is his best pitch, and he misses. So he throws it again a second time at 1-1, and he misses. And now this is a very tense moment because Grandal is expecting a fastball here, and I'm expecting to see a fastball too. Berríos does have a changeup, which would be a good pitch to throw here, but it's not necessarily consistent. He doesn't really know if he can throw that for a strike, and you don't want to get to 3-1. So you can't throw the curveball after missing twice. Grandal is going to sell out for this fastball, and I think that Berríos is probably going to throw this fastball too because the changeup is just not that great, and it's going to be a 3-1 count if he misses it, which is a high likelihood. But then we get this. And that's beautiful. That is beautiful. That is exactly the pitch that Berríos needed to throw because Grandal is cheating so much on a fastball and he swings so far out in front to get to 2-2. And I see that. That is the joy of pitching. Berríos did something unexpected, executed it perfectly, and got the exact result he deserved to get. That's good baseball. Good changeup. So now 2-2. Probably throw another changeup. Just throw through. Go. You throw another changeup. Get out in front.
2-2.
Oh, you throw the curveball. That's a little bit of a harder one too, and I think that's the intent of being closer to like a slider. He's a little amped on this, and he tugs it a little too far, but it's pretty filthy. I mean, look at the movement on this thing. Like out of the hand, this is there, right? It even comes up even one more hump up before the massive breakdown, and this goes from here down to here. Whoop, man, that's vicious. Now, if that's a little bit farther to the right and the slightly higher up, that is going to be a whiff, but pretty cool. 3-2, throw a changeup. Please throw a changeup. Please throw a changeup.
3-2.
Oh, no. Okay, so I love the idea. I really do. This is a front door sinker. Has not seen it the entire time. Thinks it's either going to be the fastball coming in. Maybe the changeup again, but actually I probably wouldn't do this pitch call because I think Grandal would think it might be the changeup, but then he'd be too far behind. He gets a pitch call up. This is upstairs. He doesn't execute it. He gets away with it. But that's what, I love. It was very close, though, by Berríos. And I love the pitch calling and the sequencing, the confidence all the way through. So it's fun stuff. And there's a changeup that's hanging up. See, that's the pitch of 2-1. I'm like, I don't know if you're going to get that. And that's a hanging changeup upstairs, and he gets the out of that one. And I think that perfectly sums Berríos here. I mean, sure, I didn't see really a dominating strikeout, but you can see that there are still some faults with Berríos. It's that changeup, and the four-seamer is still weird. But on the other side of it, you're seeing how that curve and that sinker really, really steer everything with Berríos. He's in a great place right now. I'm super happy with what we're getting, and we're gonna get one more here. This is the end of the 5th inning. That's a fastball upstairs, and that pretty much sets the tone. You don't even throw another one there. He tries to do a changeup. It's 2-0. Throw a curveball for a strike, probably, or a sinker. A changeup away. Look at that. He's really being like, no, I can throw good changeups, and he's really only throwing one good one. That one at 2-0, you can't swing at Colas. You know this. It's supposed to be a fastball. You got to make sure it's a fastball at this moment. If it's not a fastball, you got to hold up. If it's not in the exact position spot you want it to be, you got to hold up. This couldn't have been a good pitch that you were looking for. That's annoying. And that shows that he's really looking for a fastball, so you do not throw a fastball here. Oh, man. You're just getting that pitch. That's not... Oh, wow. Okay. So Colas doesn't think this is too far up. He thinks it's too far inside, which is filthy, because, like, you can see his reaction. I mean, this is coming so far back. Like, this is out of the hand. This is coming, like, here. And then it, whoop, comes back all the way over. I don't like the pitch call just because Colas wants to swing at a heater, but good execution, and he's feeling this inside thing. So that's fine. He wants to swing at a fastball, though, so you got to give him not a fastball. Yeah. That's beautiful. That's the pitch that if he threw to Grandal, he would have gotten. He would have gotten him out on before. That's so filthy. Yes. That's like, I think, the only whiff that Berríos got on the curveball the entire game, but he deserved that, right? That's just perfection. So, yeah. There you go. That's even a better answer here for, like, Berríos still has that in him. He's in a great place right now. Sure, it's not like the greatest pitcher on the planet. There are certainly some flaws, but yeah, fun to watch Berríos be a really good pitcher in the big leagues once again. All right, that is it. So my name is Nick Pollack. Make sure you like and subscribe, and let me, of course, know who you want me to feature. I did Berríos because I saw a good amount of you, whether it's on TikTok or on Twitter or on YouTube. Let me know that you wanted me to watch some Berríos. But that's it. So my name is Nick Pollack. Me your Babs below, and your strikeouts high.